feeds it up the right side. The Kings have changed on the fly, and here is Brown. Brown up to center ice, taken away there and sent right back into the Kings zone. On the right wing, Justin Braun shoots, and a save by Enroth. The first shot on Enroth in the regular season. Born and raised part of the year and part of his life in Pleasanton, California, not too far from here. Puck is rolled down in deep into the corner of the Kings zone. McNabb back to get it. He gets checked there. Sharks keep it alive along the right wing boards to the blue line, and a shot and a save there. The shot by Braun. Rebound along the boards. Tierney tried to get it. Tipped away to Kopitar. Kopitar tried to give it to Gaborik out of his reach. Picked up now the blue line by Christian Ehrhoff, and tipped in front, and a save by Jones. They come into the Kings zone. Down into the corner. Marleau gets checked by Doughty. Kings get it up the middle and bring it up to center ice. Here's Toffoli. Leads the Kings over to Carter. Carter, his shot knocked away by Jones. Now the Kings control it in their own zone as McBain gives it over to Christian Ehrhoff. Ehrhoff played here for San Jose. He comes down the left side, shoots, and a save by Jones. Brent Burns picks it up. He had a man breaking the center, but it's intercepted there by Ehrhoff, and a shot just deflected wide. Toffoli tried to get a stick on it. That's all evened up. No score in the game as Muzzin has it taken away in the slot. A save by Enroth as the puck came right into the slot, and a shot there was taken and a save made. Ward getting the shot.
Program right there. And the Kings find themselves in a tough situation. End zone faceoff. Pavelski against Andreoff.
And Pavelski wins the draw. Back to the blue line. Shots, save, rebound in front. Covered, and he gets the whistle. Gives it over to McNabb. McNabb up on the left side. Tanner Pearson. Pearson across ice pass. Taken by the Kings, and across the line is Brown. Just came on the ice. He put it right on target. Save made by Martin Jones. Doughty's shot saved by Jones. Rebound going to be taken by San Jose Sharks and cleared up ahead to center ice to Wingles, but he had it taken away by Muzzin. Now the Sharks get it back again. Right side shot saved by Enroth on the shot by Chris Tierney from the angle. Carter wins the draw for the Kings. Kings have won about 45% of the draws. Here's Toffoli. Shark zone. Toffoli in front. He shoots. He scores. Made a nice move. Stick handling and put it past Jones. And the Kings have a 1-0 lead.
The reaction, Bob, is this. When this happens in practice, the players say, well, they just go crazy. I've done it a few times myself where you make this type of move, but it's only practice. This is a game. Once, twice, fake, behind, front, damn. That is so difficult. He wants to pass. The defenseman takes it away. You see Dylan back there. Now he knows he's going to have to make a move behind the goal line. He knows that's going to be the case. But with the
you saw number 71, Jordan Nolan out there now. Nolan tonight playing in his 200th NHL game. Sharks with it. Thornton, right side, shoots, a save by Enroth, and he covers it up.
Then something happened in the referee's eyes that didn't happen on the ice, because it was Andreoff that took the punch, not Nolan.
Here is Burns with a shot and a save by Enroth, and the rebound taken by Kopitar. 5 seconds left now in the power play for San Jose. They get it quickly up to Pavelski. Pavelski on the right side. Power play's over. Thornton moves it up the middle. Pass on the left side. A backhander and a save by Enroth. Side to the left side is driving to the net was Nick Shore. Here's Thornton. King zone. Great playmaker. His pass, though, this time is knocked down. Now he gives it in front to Pavelski. Shoots wide. Rebound and stopped by Enroth right on the doorstep again. Piece of that as it went wide. Now here is Burns again. Burns in deep. Drops it off to Thornton. Thornton looking. His pass save at point blank on the shot by Pavelski. 7:30 game. Will be on Fox Sports West with a pregame at 7 o'clock. Into the corner. Hard check thrown there, and the Kings tried to dig it out. Down to the ice went Joe Thornton across the line. San Jose zone, dropped it back toward the top of the slot, and a shot, score! A shot from the top of the slot by Ehrhoff. And the Kings have a power play goal and lead 2-0.
And this is not a setup power play goal. You get the second unit out there and you have a clean breakout. One thing, unfortunately, the first unit couldn't do. And Wingles comes back because he took the penalty, but the Kings end up with a goal. Carter was involved, maybe someone in front. Watch the back-off approach. Second wave of attack here. Is this deflected? Lucic? I think Milan Lucic might get his first goal as a King. I think that's going to be the case. I think it's about waist high, maybe a little bit lower than that. Rolling puck. But see the theme here, guys? Look at this. 2 Kings in front.
Boy, Couldn't ask more of Enroth in that first period, Jim. 18 shots, and some of them at point blank. Now a shot up high and gloved by Martin Jones, and he hangs on. He shoots, and it's deflected wide to the right side by the stick of McBain. Now Andrioff takes it. His pass, intercepted right in front. Hurdle, and a save by Enroth. Sliding across, he got his legs down to make the save. In the circle, Marleau in front to Pavelski, and his shot blocked, and Doughty back the other way. 3-on-1 for the Kings for a moment. Now here's Carter. Shoots, he scores! Carter on a turned out to be a 2-on-1. Gives the Kings a 3-0 lead.
Well, the Kings with a counterattack. The Sharks had control. They had possession, but they never could get the puck to the middle. Maybe trying to overpass once, and that's when the Kings collapsed in their own zone. The Kings do a good job defensively, and that leads to offense. And then Carter with Lucic. Carter decides to snap it from quite a ways out. You see, Doughty leads the play. On the far side is Lucic. He's going to try to plant his skating right there. It's going to be very close. Very close on the offside. But you see where Carter shoots from. Look at this. Head up, head up, head up, and never gives an indication. Never gives an indication.
So, as he said, coach's challenge on the offside prior to the goal.
Fine, so stop it right about there, guys. Now, it looks like, again, this is not definitive. The puck is certainly over the line. The skate, it looked like from this that the puck would be over.
We have a good goal. It is not offside. San Jose forfeits their timeout.
Cut, so there was no visible evidence on the play. It looks like the Sharks got away with one.
Wingels wins the draw, and the Kings take it away. Here's Lewis, the center. Throws it over left side. Ehrhoff cutting in. Ehrhoff tried to throw it in front. Knocked away there by Jones. Drops it off left side. Kings in the San Jose zone. Into the corner. Wingels takes Lewis out of the play way before the puck was even near there. And it's taken away by the Kings. They got a man in front, and a save on the tip by Pearson by the San Jose Sharks, Brent Burns.
Yeah, it's safe to say, Bob, that first unit of the Kings a little out of sync, trying to get into the zone. They're not all on the same page. The second unit has been doing the job.
Well, here's Toffoli across the line, down the middle, gives it to Carter. Carter shoots, and a save by Jones.
You can set it up. You have to back off. If he gets the puck anywhere near him, you got to back off.
Here's Lewis. Lewis across the line. Right side. Shot from there and a save. Shot knocked away. Trying to get toward the back of the net. He got knocked down, and the loose puck is taken by Tomas Hertl. Hertl up to center. Into the King zone. Hertl left side to Marleau. Shoots, and a save. Jonas Enroth. Doughty's pass. Down in deep. Taken by Shore. He threw it in front, but intercepted by Thornton. Puck cleared up to center ice and chased into the King zone by Doughty. Kings home tomorrow night against Carolina. Long pass right side. Here's Lewis. He shoots, and a save, and a penalty coming up. Handles. Feeds it up ahead to center ice. Cross the line. Pass over on the right side. Played by Goodrow. Into the corner, but taken away by Martinez. He lost it there. And a pass in front was knocked away, but a penalty coming up against Martinez.
Official position. They're making stops.
He played 37 games last year at Buffalo. Now a long shot wide to the right. And a wraparound pass in front. Score! They got it right in front. And Enroth didn't have a chance on that. And the Sharks are on the board, trailing 3-1.
So the Sharks get some life. They have not had a lot of chances here in the second period. They certainly did have some shots in the first. Comes from a one face-off. And Doughty gets beat right there. He felt his stick was held. And Ward just gets to the front. Joel Ward is known as an honest player, smart player, does it. Pavelski, it looks like right there, just got body position on Doughty. And Doughty could never...
Kings' third time they've been 2 men short this season. Opponents are 0 for 2 with a 2-man advantage. They've got it for another 14 seconds, though. Cross the line. Poke check there, but held in. Picked up. Burns shoots, and a save by Enroth. Got his blocker out to knock it down. Sharks into the King zone and driving down the right side and getting checked into the boards there. Driving hard was Matt Nieto. Here is McNabb to center. Across to Carter. Carter dropped it back in the middle now, and Toffoli shoots, and a save. Backhands it in deep. Bounces wide of the net. Kings in a line change. Brent Burns back in to get it. Kings take it away. In the middle, Kopitar can't get a shot. Gaborik does, and a save made by Jones. Muzzin reverses it over to Martinez. Martinez back to Muzzin. Up ahead to center. Here's Kopitar. Kopitar to Clifford. He shoots, and a save made. On the right wing and across the line, here is Marleau. Marleau battles for it. He sends it ahead. Tipped away there from Tierney. Tierney into the corner. Puck comes to the blue line. Sharks get it over on the right side, and a shot from there, and a save by Enroth. Just saw it at the last. Comes free, taken by San Jose. Back to center ice, Joel Ward. He's got a goal tonight. Ward throws it down deep into the right wing corner. Caroms around the boards. Picked up by Muzzin, didn't get it. Shot saved by Enroth, and he poked it away out of midair.
Hop back on the blue line.
Carter wins the draw, gets it himself, shoots, and it's just deflected over the net, and rebound. Kings score! It came off the boards, it hit Jones and went into the net, and the Kings have a 4-1 lead.
You know, Bob, you work on this time and time again in practice. How to win a draw, bounce it off the... No, you don't. You don't at all. But you just try to get it. Now, watch Jeff Carter here. He has just been non-stop action tonight. Carter takes the face-off, wins it, gets it himself, turns, fires, save, pad, and in. No question, it's over. And you see Vlasic, he's upset, couldn't get there. It hits the back of the leg, I believe. Yep. And you can see the bounce off the...
7:39 to go here in the third period. Back home tomorrow night. 7:30 game at Staples Center against the Carolina Hurricanes. Kings live on the air at 7. Puck taken by Wingles. Moves it ahead right side. Here's Burns. Shoots and a save. Enroth. 3 minutes to go in regulation. Puck taken now by San Jose again. Into the Kings zone. Right side. Goodrow shoots and a save. Barclay Goodrow with that shot. Or McNabb, I should say. And then it's cleared up. Andrioff had it taken away, and now the Sharks in the Kings zone. Right side shot. Saved by Enroth again. They're going to beat the San Jose Sharks. And that is the end of the game, and the Kings win it 4-1.